Hi, everybody. So I wanted to make an update today. First of all, please excuse my hair. I just went for a bike ride, and so that's how it goes. Today what I wanted to talk about was scales, and this is something I've been thinking about for a couple weeks that I've wanted to make a video on. And so I'll start off by saying that in the past year to a year and a half, I hadn't been weighed. And that was because I had a very intense fear of the scale and of doctors in general. I hadn't had a doctor's appointment in a year and a half either, ever since, my recovery from some things that were going on in my life. And so I hadn't been weighed. And so this summer I had to be weighed because I'm going abroad to India in the fall and needed to have a physical done. So, I knew that this was something that was going to happen. I wanted to make it as little of a deal as I could. So it ended up being completely fine. My weight was about 10 pounds below what I thought it was going to be, which was really reassuring because that meant that I'm in the normal weight range, which I kind of knew in my head, but it really helped me internalize because, you can say you're in the normal weight, but if you don't feel good about yourself, then it makes things harder. But for me, knowing that I'm in a standard normal weight range, the scale showed that I was 143 pounds, which is normal for 5'6", my height. It helped me really feel, I guess, this sense of relief. But then I was thinking about it and I was like, this is so silly that I can have such a change in my mental cognitions just having to do with a number on the scale, which is essentially weight is your relationship with gravity. And so the fact that this number that I was seeing on a scale was so totally changing the way that I was thinking about myself temporarily, in the time that was right after I got weighed, it was a little concerning to me. But the thing is, I am still very proud of myself that I did overcome that sort of fear of the doctor and fear of scales. And, I no longer have that fear. I haven't weighed myself since because it's probably not a good idea for me to be doing that. And I know that about myself. But I realized, like, in about the half week leading up to this physical, I was doing things that I wouldn't normally do because I was anticipating this scale. Like, I was having less sodium. I wasn't drinking water as late at night, the night before. I came in on an empty stomach. All of these little preparatory things to make sure the numbers were accurate. But the thing is, like, numbers aren't even that accurate. Like, you could see, like, Serena Williams is a pro tennis player, and according to her BMI, she's obese, but, like, look at her. She's great. She's a freaking pro athlete. It's fine. She's doing fine for herself. So, just thinking about this number, I've been realizing that what is the motivation? What's the motivation to lose weight? Is it the motivation to be a different number on the scale? And what I'm realizing is, no, that really shouldn't be it, because you can feel good and be exercising and working out and eating healthy, noticing this drastic mental change, this drastic physical change in yourself, having increased energy and all of that. And if the scale doesn't, change, if you're the same weight that you were, well, like, why is that so bad actually? In reality, if you're feeling better about yourself, if you're living a healthy lifestyle, then you need to trust that that's healthy by how you feel. It doesn't have to be about the number. And so also recently I've been noticing that, I haven't noticed very many body changes in myself, and I've been eating healthy and I've been exercising, but I haven't noticed that much of a body change. And maybe that's my body saying, look, I don't need to lose weight. Maybe I just need to be more healthy, detox my body, continue following this starch solution, getting my exercise. I've been going biking a ton recently. And if my physical, the feeling I have about where things are lying in my body in terms of fat distribution or whatever, if that's not changing, like, why am I going to let that be the end all? And, why, likewise, why would you let the scale be the end all? So it's really making me think, like, what is the motivation, and what should be your motivation or my motivation for losing weight, or even for getting healthy? Should we be losing weight? Should we be on the starch solution or on Rosso-4 or whatever it is that you're on because you want to lose weight or because you want to feel better about yourself? And what if one of those things happens but not the other? I know a lot of people gained weight or lost a ton of weight on starch solution but weren't feeling so good about themselves. Well, what if, even if I am not losing weight on starch solution. I mean, I don't know if that's the case or not because I haven't weighed myself since my last weigh-in with the doctor. But even if I weren't losing weight on starch solution, I still feel good and healthy and ethical about the decisions I'm making. And maybe that's enough. Like, so I guess I would encourage everybody to really think about, like, what is going to be enough for you? What is the end all? Is your end all health and feeling happy and having a long lived, healthy, sustained life? Or is your goal weight loss? Because one, to me, seems like such a more important thing to be focusing on than another. What really matters in the end? And can you be weighing yourself and not have that be taken into your account as to how you're living your life, how you're being healthy? Because I know for me, if I step on the scale, I'm going to change the way I'm doing things because I'm going to be focused on the scale all of a sudden. And if I step off the scale, if I say, no, I'm not going to weigh myself, then I know I'm going to be doing things for me because I'm listening to my body and seeing what feels good as opposed to looking at what my gravitational relationship with the earth is, So I guess that's my food for thought. And other than that, I would be interested in hearing what other people's thoughts are, but truly just thinking about what's important and sustainable as a goal. Is your goal health or weight loss, or maybe those two can commingle, maybe they can't, but even if they can't, then what's the more important thing that's going to be driving you to sustain this lifestyle? So yeah, that's what I wanted to talk about today, and I'll catch all of you later. Bye.